Dinner. He orders an appetizer, 2 more drinks, and an entree, and I just get a sandwich. And I thought that was really, I wasn't sure what was going on. I thought it was odd, but anyways, I was like, okay, and he just kept getting closer to me and putting his arm around me and saying how impressed he was that I was a doctor, and I was very uncomfortable. So finally, the food is over. I tell the waitress, like, give her the get me the hell out of here look. And I told him I had to go to the bathroom again. So I go downstairs and I go to the bathroom and then I come back and the bill is strategically placed closer to where I'm sitting.
Oh, hell no.
And I thought, well, this is weird. So I figured to myself, he wants to split it. And I thought, I was like, no problem. I had no problem with splitting it. So I open up the bill and I said, okay, well, you know, my portion is $30. Your portion is $150. Because he had ordered so much more. He opens his wallet and kind of leans over and goes, oh man, I don't have any money. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to use credit card. I don't have cash either. He goes, oh, okay. And I look and glance at his wallet and there's nothing in it. It's a wallet with no money, no cards, no ID, no nothing. He has nothing in the wallet. And I said, well, why don't you just use your credit card? He's like, yeah, I don't have one of those. And I said, okay, well, then you're going to have to find an ATM. I mean, and at this point, I'm still thinking there's no way in hell this man doesn't have a way to pay for this meal. So he goes, come on, you're a doctor. You can get me this one time. And I looked at him and I said, oh, hell no. I was like, I don't know who to think you hell you are, but my bill is $30 and I'm paying $30. So the waitress comes over and I said, can you please split this, $30 on mine and $150 on his? And so he brings it back and I pay, and she looks at him and he says, yeah, I don't have any money. And then she looks at me and I shrugged and I got up and she chases me down and she goes, well, what am I supposed to do? And I said, I don't know, what would you do if someone can't pay the bill? And she goes, we would call the police. The manager comes around the corner and was like, I already did. As I'm leaving the restaurant, the police show up. And I ran down the street and I called my mom. And all I can say is, you will not believe what just happened in New York City.